Welcome back, Print Fam, to another fabulous Q&A video. Today's question is not more really a question, but a realization by someone, which I don't agree with that realization. So they said, I have realized it's cheaper to buy the sheets than the rolls. So they have a screenshot here, which will be up on the screen. Thank you, Cam. That shows that they are getting a 10-pack of 10 by 12 sheets for $10, basically $11. So they're basically saying I'm getting them for $1 a sheet, dollar-ish. I'll just go with $1 per sheet. So the reason why I say that that's not necessarily true is you can get like Caesar product, like brand name product for that cheap. Now, if you are running like a Cricut or a Brother or a Cameo, one of those things, the sheets are nice because that's typically what they take, and you run them on the little adhesive pad. But in reality, you're not really saving money because you're losing time. So if you're just doing onesie-twosie shirts, great. Buy a 10-pack, you're good. And I'll link to the ones that they are talking about down in the description. But for me, where I am printing things that are anywhere from a few inches to a few feet, then doing it on a sheet wouldn't work, and I have to use a roll. Could I get away with some things? Yes, but again, time is money. I would rather push a button and say print these and print quantities of them than have to remember to go load the cutter with more stuff. And that's where I actually don't recommend like the Brother or the Cricut or the Silhouette. They have nice software that helps the beginner, but I would rather get one a cutter that I'll link down in the description that I feel is roughly the same price, but gives you a lot more functionality, a lot more size compatibility. So they're saying that you can get these 10-inch by 12-inch sheets for $10, $11, but in reality, like, I buy my 15-inch wide, and I buy it anywhere from 10 yards to 50 yards at a time, and I'm only paying like $2 a linear foot for it. So I'm getting more because instead of 10 inches, I'm getting 15 inches, and I'm getting it on a roll, so I'm not limited to the size that I can cut something. And time is money. And I think that's one thing that they're not accounting for in this. There was another question today on the Facebook group that asked people what they do with all their scraps. And I replied, I throw it away. I literally throw their scraps away. Like, you look in my garbage can, it's full of scraps. Because it's not worth my time to save a piece that's this big that it's like, oh yeah, I could fit this on here, because it's gonna take me more time to get it all set up to run that little job on that little tiny piece when I need to do a bunch of them. And so it's just not worth it. I don't like doing onesie-twosies, I like doing quantity. So I think it's also the market that I'm in. So take this with a grain of salt, but I'll link to the Caesar product, which I prefer. I don't like to buy this no-name stuff. I stick to either Stahl's CAD Cut or Caesar Easy Weed. I've tried like the Brightline material or the Bonneville from my local supplier. They're made by the same people. It's all right. I prefer Caesar. Like, that's my favorite. That's what all but like that roll right there is all Caesar. So anyway, keep that in mind. Time is money. Buying vinyl from there is not always going to be cheaper. Buying vinyl from where I buy it's not always going to be cheaper. But again, it's all about your process, what you do, and whether or not your time is worth anything to you. Especially now with quitting my job, my time is worth a heck of a lot more than it used to be. So thanks for watching, Print Fam. If you have any questions, I couldn't remember what I was going to say. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll leave links to the stuff we've talked about down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.